to the comp and I'm slamming drawers, trying to find makeup. It's been a bit of a shit show this morning. They changed the show, just quickly shoved it 40 minutes earlier. So he's gone to the venue to go get his second coat of tan. So we did a tan last night, do one again this morning. He was really dark, so I really don't think he's gonna need a lot of tan today. I'm trying to make myself look presentable. I look extremely tired. We were up pretty late last night, just double checking on everything. So pressure on me. Not only is it my first bodybuilding client, but it's also my partner. It's also someone who's won overalls before, so there's a bit of expectation, and I guess that's what we wanted to talk about today before we go to the show. We can have a bit of a chat, I guess, about how I'm feeling about my prep and a bit of an update there. But yeah, I guess there's expectations on Sean to do well, but at the same time, he's got really, really good competition. So for him, he's really happy with his package. It's the leanest he's been and probably the biggest. So he was 84 kilos this morning. He's 5'10", so that's pretty heavy for a natural bodybuilder. And yeah, there's nothing more, of course I get a pimple today. There's nothing more that we can do at this point, but yeah, bringing in our best. So he's excited, but quite nervous. So I've just kind of left him alone this morning, let him do his thing, and then I'll go check on him there. Because I think if I'm around too much, he'll probably get more nervous. And yeah, other than that, we're just gonna go enjoy the morning. Like, show day should be fun. It should be about spending time with your friends and family and all the people that have supported you, and you know, encouraging them to be there and have fun with you. Don't have expectations on winning, just have expectations on bringing your best package. But Sean actually said to me last night, he said I'd be lying if I didn't want to win, you know? And it's true, of course you do. He won this show last time, but at the same time, like I said, he's got some sick competition. So I'm gonna finish doing my makeup, so quickly get there, straighten out this frizzy hairdo, and we'll see you at the show. One of my clients' favourite Sean. So this is Brendo, say hi.
Hey YouTube, hey guys.
What do you do? Who are you? Who's this bald man on my channel?
Yeah, I know, I didn't wear my hat today,
you haven't been on here before?
I haven't yet. We haven't had a podcast yet together either.
No, you need to be on mine.
So we run Perth Fit Fam, which is a media hub for the Perth fitness scene. So we help connect all different parts of the Perth fitness scene, which is obviously we're at bodybuilding today. We're at events like CrossFit, group fitness, yoga, Pilates, jungle body, which is like, you know, your dance sort of fitness.
Even food, yeah.
Food, we cover everything within the whole fitness scene in WA.
It's pretty cool, and like it's awesome that it's in WA, and obviously like the goal is to go wide.
We've got them. So we just relaunched our website now, which has a full directory, full articles, events, just really everything to help bring people together in a single location. Sydney, Brisbane, Melbourne are ready to go, so we're about to launch them as well.
Sick,
and then who knows, Tokyo, Singapore.
Well, I'm going to Tokyo in December, so I'll put a word in.
Yeah, nice.
And I think the thing that Brendo's been doing this year, and if you guys want to go follow it on, I think it's on your Facebook page and on Perth Fit Fam.
Yeah.
He's been actually, you're vegan at the moment. You're vegan as fuck right now.
Yeah, I'm vegan now. So last comp in season B, I was keto.
It was horrible.
And I ended up on stage, so hopefully you guys can put in some of the clip into the huts of that. That was a bit of a joke, by the way. But this time I'm vegan. I'm in my final 2 weeks of vegan.
Testing out different dieting methods. So you did keto, vegan, and then macros at the end. So IFBB will be the next one.
Yeah, so we'll definitely speak a lot more through that one as well. But essentially, like, it's really simple because I started doing more of a flexible diet style whilst I was on vegan. So I've almost been following that to a degree, but just vegan. And the amount of education which I've learned from it has been just insane over the past 12 months. So I'm really excited to, I think, getting into which is going to be the best one out of it. And yeah, just showcasing all the diets, what happens to your bloods, what happens to your body composition. Training, everything, yeah.
How you feel in general. It's not so much about body composition 100% because it's hard to, like what me and Brenda have chatted about, to get a baseline between all three, because you've already dieted and then you're going back in. But it's awesome from, like we said, the bloods and how your feels, like general feels on different diets.
I'll give you everything you ever need, and I'll find a way to turn you into a monster. Me and you, we can rule the world, 'cause no one's gonna mess with me, I'm a monster. I'll give you everything you'll ever need, and I'll find a way to turn you into a monster. Me and you, we can rule the world, 'cause no one's gonna fuck with me, I'm a monster. I'll I'll give you everything you'll ever need, and I'll find a way to turn you into a monster. Me and you, we can rule the world, 'cause no one's gonna mess with me, I'm a monster. I'll give you everything you'll ever need, and I'll find a way to turn you into a monster. Me and you, we can rule the world, 'cause no one's gonna fuck with me, I'm a monster.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Saw a chick walking with a big behind. Now I'm stalking my victim. I'm unrecognizable 'cause I'm in disguise. Into eyes as purple green. Crept up behind, she turned and screamed. Everybody turned to see. I tried to run, kicked up, hurt my knee. I can't believe that she got away. Think of all the love that we could have made. Jay, I really did mess it up. I ruined my only chance with the sugar bait. Now I'm a bit ticked off. Back to the flat hat and kicks off. To relax in a glass of milk. Apparently Pixie drinks lots.
I'll give you everything you'll ever need, and I'll find a way to turn you into a monster. Me and you, we can rule the world, 'cause no one's gonna mess with me, I'm a monster. I'll give you everything you'll ever need, and I'll find a way to turn you into a monster. Me and you, we can rule the world, 'cause no one's gonna fuck with me, I'm a monster. I'll give you everything you'll ever need, and I'll find a way to turn you into a monster. Me and you, we can rule the world, 'cause no one's gonna mess with me, I'm a monster. I'll give you everything you'll ever need, and I'll find a way to turn you into a monster. Me and you, we can rule the world, 'cause no one's gonna fuck with me, I'm a monster.
There ain't a line I ain't took far. So find me, you ain't even gotta look hard. Don't get it confused, I'm a cook star. Cuba, I was born with a restore. There ain't a line I ain't took far. So find me, you ain't even gotta look hard. Don't get it confused, I'm a cook star. Cuba, I was born with a restore.
I'll give you everything you'll ever need, and I'll find a way to turn you into a monster. Me and you, we can rule the world, 'cause no one's gonna mess with me, I'm a monster. I'll give you everything you'll ever need, and I'll find a way to turn you into a monster.
at one point, but she hasn't competed yet. Yeah, so this is Amy. Yes. Hello. So Amy's one of my clients, and these are all clients, and Shawnee and everyone, and like a little family. You guys are all so yeah, I mean, all the girls are like, they're all really good friends, which is cool. Like, they all come together to the comps and support Sean, and they all travel around, which is really, really nice. Like, it's like a little family, which is cool in WA. And there's also the girls interstate. So, and we went to Melbourne and Arnold's, and they all caught up. It was really, really nice. So it is. It's like a little family. Like, you guys, like Amy hangs out with probably more coaching girls half the time than
pretty much
other girls. Because it's like you've got common interests already, and it's not just the competing. It's more the mindset of like
you're similar people.
Yeah, you prioritize your training and you care about your health, and sometimes friends that don't get that don't really respect it. And I guess with your job as well, like that's a big part of it. Yeah,
that's right. And over time, I think your friendship circles change because you relate to those people a lot more. So it's just kind of naturally you end up hanging around those people.
Exactly. Yeah.
And spend so much time in the gym.
Yeah, exactly. Especially when you're prepping, they're like morning and afternoon, seeing all the same people. It's the same like when you do sports. So when you do athletics, they're all my best friends, and then you change sports, and now they're your new friends. So yeah, we're pretty much going to go home. Sean's going to shower off his tan. We're going to chill. That's pretty much it. So he just came second. Yes, he just came second in the I think it was the Division 2 bodybuilding. He came fourth in the over 77s, which was a stacked lineup. We fucked up his tan a little bit. That was my bad. I put on too much glaze. I didn't pat it down, so I take responsibility for that. But again, a tan's not going to change your whole physique. The guy that won looked amazing, and he'll probably win the whole thing. So unfortunately, he had him in both his divisions. So to come second to him is like awesome. So yeah, really, really happy. We're going to go home, chill for a bit, and then the girls are on tonight. So see ya. Okay, so we just got home. No cake for you. And it was a interesting morning. And I think I guess we need to have a chat about the reality of bodybuilding is sometimes you have expectations that are like up here, and you think you're going to do well in a show, you think you might win, you know, you have all these thoughts. Oi, be quiet, dogs. And like we chatted about it last night, and of course Sean said, yeah, of course I want to win. You don't ever do a comp and go, well, I want to come last. Like, sometimes you do want to be like, I'll be happy if I place, like if it's a big show, but because Sean's done well in these comps before, there's a bit of expectation. So he ended up coming fourth in the first division, which was over 77 kilos. It was a massive lineup. And like I said to you before, we did a little bit of a debrief. I think I fucked his glaze up, which made a big difference to his tan. I put too much on his abs and they look really smooth. I think it was a combination of that, and we didn't get long enough to pump up. And we tried this time to have more water, and I think we almost did a little bit too much.
I think we still planned for because the show was supposed to be 30 minutes later, and then they were 10 minutes fast. So we had 40 more minutes in our plan.
So we should have probably got you up earlier, eating earlier.
Which is my fault as well.
Well, you know, and this happens. Things change, show times change. Normally they run late than earlier.
Yeah, that's kind of what we were expecting.
So he went on in the second division, and that was class 2 bodybuilding, and he looked so much better. And yeah, it wasn't the same lineup. There was a few of the same guys. So he came second in that one, and the guy that won pretty much won the overalls. So unfortunately, he had a tough class, and he looked amazing.
He looked awesome.
The reason that he beat Sean, obviously for anyone going, oh, well, Sean looks really good, is his legs were like insane. They were just shredded. He was leaner.
77 or 78 kilos.
Okay.
And I was 85.9.
Yeah, and you were probably holding 2 or 3 kilos more of fat. Yeah. I would say that we could get off.
You can see it when you stand next to someone that lean.
Exactly. And that's the difference. So I guess for you, like how did you feel? What's the plan now?
I don't know, it's weird, like on the day, sometimes you feel really good at home and you feel good under this light and that light, and I don't know, I've never had that time where you see these other people like Alan, the guy that won, he just got harder and bigger and fuller and leaner as the day went on, whereas I tend to not change or get worse.
You look better by your second
By the very end, so whatever we did for that, we'll need to do that again next time. But I don't know, like the goal was if we did well in this one, like really well, then we'd go to nationals, but we got 4th and 2nd, so it's like, is that, well, if we can't, don't know. I like to say if you can win at your state show, you've got a chance on a national stage.
But the guy that beat him was from Queensland, so...
But he'll be at
Nationals unless he gets his pro card.
And he's one of dozens that look awesome. So.
Yeah, so I guess it's not a necessary thing to do nationals. Now it's back to the drawing board of working on... We just got to bring him in leaner next time. Simple as that.
I was 85.9.
This morning, heavy, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like we've got kilos to play with.
Yep.
If someone that wins is in the late 70s, so like 7 kilos
get a bit more fat off you.
and then fill out better. And maybe that's what it was needed to be even leaner
I think so.
to fill out better. And I filled out but smoothed over.
Yeah,
so,
not lean enough.
Which we didn't know.
And that's what you learn. The same things happened with some of my bikini girls before. I've thought that they're lean, and then we've thrown a bit more water, a bit more food, and they just look soft and smooth. So I think that the big thing that we want to recommend is that unless you are super lean, you probably don't need to manipulate as much stuff, and just kind of keep dieting into the show, so to
you don't
speak.
need to carb up like crazy.
We didn't do a crazy one today. Like, we did it pretty conservative, but we did do a fair bit yesterday. So anyway, that's the show. I'm going to have a little tiny bit of a break. We're probably going to get about 20 minutes and then go back for the girls tonight. But well done. I'm proud of you.
Thanks. Did my best. It was fun. You do enjoy it. Even when things go wrong, it's like, don't sort of, spit your dummy and whatever. It's like, oh well, we'll just go and have fun, And I did my inappropriate shit and pissed around on stage and had
And you want to always look at your good improvements as well. Like,
exactly, yeah.
Compared to Sean's last comp, his chest was fuller, his hammies were leaner.
Chest.
You were still leaner on your legs than Karatha in your last comp.
Yeah.
So there were so many improvements to make. So it's always like, if you do ever have a show that doesn't go to plan, look at what you improved on and look at what you can improve on in the future, and then set a realistic show date. It might be taking a year off, it might be taking 2 years off.
It's 3.
Like, it doesn't really matter how long you take off, or it might be a case of doing a show 4 weeks later where you can just get leaner and look better, because for you it's not as much about the mass right now, it's more about just getting that waist in, getting the legs in, bringing all that in tighter. So that's pretty much it, guys, for this vlog, and yeah, that's it. Look at this lovely cake we got. One of my clients made this. So thank you, Jackie, from the Messy Apron. If you're ever in Perth and you need a cake, you can actually eat the whole thing, besides the dumbbell apparently, but everything there is edible, and she's got our little Team Round logo on there. It's really, really cute. Look at that.
Just lean it up for me, like, tilt it up. There you go. Cool. I just have the logo, doesn't it?
So cool.
See ya. We'll chat to you in the next video. Bye.